CIA, Laurel Canyon, and the mind control experiment hiding in 60s rock. You know the story. The 1960s, an era of rebellion, free love, and rock and roll. A generation standing up against war, the government, and the system itself. But what if I told you that the entire counterculture movement wasn't what it seemed? That the biggest names in rock, the Doors, the Byrds, Buffalo Springfield, Frank Zappa, weren't just musicians, but something else entirely. Behind the long hair and peace signs lurked something sinister: military intelligence, mind control, and a secret war to manipulate a generation. Tonight we go deeper than ever before, into Laurel Canyon, Lookout Mountain, and the terrifying reach of MKUltra. By the end of this video you'll never listen to classic rock the same way again. Deep in the Hollywood Hills lies a winding road leading to a quiet, almost forgotten neighborhood, Laurel Canyon. To outsiders it was just another artist enclave, but in the 1960s it became something else, something impossible to ignore. Within just a few years this small neighborhood produced nearly every major rock band of the era: the Byrds, the Doors, Buffalo Springfield, Frank Zappa, and the mothers of invention, Crosby, Stills, Nash and Young, and the Mamas and the Papas, all from the same place, all rising to fame at the same time, and all, strangely, tied to the US military and intelligence agencies. Come from deep inside the very establishment they claim to oppose? Just a few miles from Laurel Canyon, hidden in the hills, sits an abandoned building few people even know exists. It's called Lookout Mountain Air Force Station, a classified military film studio that operated from the 1940s to the late 1960s. Lookout Mountain wasn't just a studio, it was a highly advanced psychological warfare facility, producing over 19,000 films, many of them never released to the public. And it sat right next to the place where every major rock star of the 1960s just happened to be living. Imagine a secret film lab, run by the government, producing propaganda, psychological experiments, and classified material, while an entire music revolution was happening just outside its doors. What if rock wasn't just entertainment? What if it was a weapon? If you've heard of MKUltra, you know the basics. The CIA ran covert mind control experiments, testing drugs, hypnosis, and psychological manipulation on unsuspecting people. But here's what they don't tell you. Many of the so-called counterculture pioneers were directly tied to MKUltra. Ken Kesey, the man behind the psychedelic revolution, was an MKUltra test subject. His Merry Pranksters, the group that spread LSD across America, were part of a movement that began inside a CIA laboratory. Then there's the Grateful Dead, a band that not only promoted LSD but was directly linked to one of the biggest drug manufacturers in history, Owsley Stanley. Where did all the LSD come from? The answer is the United States government. The 1960s were dangerous for the United States government. The anti-war movement was growing, protests were rising, and people were waking up. So what did the intelligence agencies do? They launched COINTELPRO, an FBI program designed to infiltrate, sabotage, and manipulate political movements. Activists like Martin Luther King Jr., John Lennon, and Malcolm X were all placed under constant surveillance. Some were silenced forever. Did they do the same to rock and roll? But there's an even darker layer. Many of these musicians were connected to occult groups, particularly the Process Church of the Final Judgment, a cult linked to Charles Manson. Jim Morrison, David Crosby, and others flirted with Crowleyan occultism, a philosophy tied to Aleister Crowley, a man some believe to be involved in British intelligence. And then there's Graham Bond, an early rock musician who claimed to be Crowley's son. Bond was obsessed with the occult. He was found dead under mysterious circumstances. Suicide, they said, or was it a cover-up? Laurel Canyon is quiet now, Lookout Mountain is abandoned. The rock gods of the 60s are either dead or silent. But what they started never ended. The music industry still controls minds. The government still uses entertainment as a weapon. And the biggest question remains, did we ever really escape the experiment, or are we still living inside it? Was the 1960s rock movement an organic revolution, or the greatest mind control experiment ever created? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. And if you want more deep dives into the hidden horrors of history, hit that subscribe button. Because trust me, the truth is always stranger than fiction.